where you can see each of the modifiers and the rewards that they currently give. Again, this is the previous server, open a change. The first one gives us those trinkets, which I'm still actually not sure what they do. Ferocity, very nicely, will give you campaign currency for Mensa Branson. You have the Elite Sigils, the Glyphs of Warding, and the Mensa Branson Mint. That's the three main currencies you need for that campaign to, get all your rewards in. You'll be able to grind your Abyssal hunts for, let's say, buying your keys for your enchantments. Each one you complete gives you 6 sigils, 20 glyphs, and 4 mint. Might still be better farming heroics because you're limited on how many of these hunts you can do before you have to wait before they respawn, reappear again. But we can see, like, hindered recovery. This is where I think it's a bit bugged. It will only give you 10 silver. That's 1,000 copper pieces. IT by T will give you a bunch of masterwork resources. You'll be able to sell these. They'll pop in your professions tab of your inventory, and these, again, you'll be able to sell and be able to use to create and craft the new masterwork stuff. But that's not all of the reagents you will need to create your items. There's then limited conditioning, which again oddly just gives you 3 sapphires. I think it should give a lot more. And then pointless, being really pointless with only giving 1,000 raw faster diamonds. Resilience, giving 40 of that campaign currency for the demon webs. Rotating chaos, giving 1,000 of those abyssal fragments. Again, those are needed within the demon pits campaign here. We have nearly 5,000 of them. It's pretty easy to cap it out, and I think it's a bit bugged that it's giving 1,000. It probably shouldn't. And trickery reversal will give you some more masterwork items. You'll be able to again sell these and use these to craft items with the masterworking. So they're fairly easy to obtain, and I don't think they will be very expensive. But that's all the modifiers. Now, I've personally ran into a purple worm boss, this white battle commander, a Drider, this eye tyrant beholder, a Hezrao, a Manticore, a Nelfashni, the face spider, a Baelor, a Garistro, a Neothilid, big snake-like creature, and an Umberhawk. Each of them being in varying different terrain, different arenas, but you will all have the ability to place the modifiers before going in. Again, depending on the amount of modifiers based on the challenge level, from lesser standard to greater, 1, 2, and 3. And that's about it for the Abyssal Hunts. But finally, I am just about to complete week 1 of the Demon Web Pits. We hand in these last 2 quests, and that'll get us capped out. Those are the small, repeatable ones that you have in all the other campaigns. And this gives us the Vigilance Mask, which doesn't seem to do anything. It goes in our fashion section of our inventory just here. Clicking preview, just show preview only, and we get no visuals, nothing. So definitely bug there. Hopefully they get that fixed. But you will need to get to the second milestone in order to obtain the next storyline quest. And that's it. That's the preview of this Demon Web Pits campaign and the Abyssal Hunts linked with them. There'll be a bunch of modifiers, each giving different rewards, and there'll be a bit of an AD sync in order to get them upgraded. Massive thank you again to all these channel members for their added support. See you guys around. Goodbye for now.
Since joining Upside this month, I've already earned over $20, and that's just from getting gas. I'm getting cash back every time I pump. On the app, select the gas station that you want, and it'll tell you how much you'll get back. So that could be anywhere from about 10 to 25 cents per gallon. I really wish I had known about this life hack sooner. You can also get cash back at select restaurants and grocery stores. You need to download this app before your next fill up.
Hope you're ready. Well done. We could really use someone like you at our forward base. I want you to report to Lieutenant Trell at Fort Precipice. But there is something you can do on your way. Maybe you've noticed those blue Plaguefire geysers nearby. They're setting the ruins ablaze and spawning all kinds of plague-changed creatures. If we don't do something soon, they'll overwhelm Skarkeep. Luckily, some of the recovered supplies included dwarven blasting runes. Tossing a rune into a Plaguefire geyser should cause it to collapse. I'd be obliged if you'd knock out a few geysers on your way to Fort Precipice.
Welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. So with Module 26 on the preview server, we can see a whole bunch of new things. Now if we check the calendar, we can see the upcoming schedule of how things are going to pan out. In just 3 days, we're getting the Jubilee event. You'll be able to pick up a bunch of free rewards from there, including a legendary companion choice bag and some VIP. Just be aware of the companions from the choice bag and don't buy them before this. But moving on, we have on July the 18th the ability again to claim some more free rewards. Now this in alignment with the new battle pass between realms leads us to believe that Module 26 will most likely be launching this date in 36 days. If you log in effectively, you'll obtain a bunch of rewards with that. A title, then after 4 days a coalescent mode, and after 7 days a new mount, Dark Butterfly Wings. Nothing too special with its powers, however you'll be able to use it for the ability to have 4 insignia slots, allowing you to min-max and potentially get this insignia bonuses you want. So that's very good to see, and the battle pass hasn't been finalized yet with regards to third specific activity, which usually aligns with the module, whether that be heroic encounters in the new zone, or it could be here doing abyssal hunts in the new zone as they are new for this module. But additionally, we have then a few weeks later than that the Summer Festival, and this will give us the ability to get a new mount, the Slab of Vecna. The mount itself is pretty cool, a bit like a hoverboard. We've seen them before last year, but again from the Wondrous Bazaar, and it has some pretty cool powers. It's got the Wicked Lich, giving you the ability to deal a massive hit, along with dealing a damage bonus. For some classes, this could be really powerful, increasing your burst potential within an artifact call. Additionally, with its stats, of course, it has 4 insignia slots, allowing you to gain that item level boost through a 4th insignia. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a universal one, so you're pretty much stuck with this giving Protectors, Covenant with like the two barbs, Illuminator and Regal, unless you want to switch off from using the preferred one. So some pretty good news with that, some things to look forward to. You're getting a few other sprinkling of events throughout, like the celebration of Lyra between now and the next
The fight
module.
against the... So, you...
And yes, Neverwinter's recruitment event colliding with the new module does make sense as well, incentivizing you to upgrade new characters or to just create a character in the first place and try out Neverwinter and get some additional bonuses for leveling. Now, on other news, there will be some updates to the Astral
Our
Lockbox.
chaplain Imrys
There is
has asked
still
for
no
aid in recovering
confirmed
the
date
bodies
when
of our
this is
comrades
returning,
who
along
fell in
with,
the
let's say,
last
the
battle.
trade bar discount.
I'm not
We've
going to
really
risk
made that
more of
by
my
now,
men without a good
but
reason.
it'll have
But
two new things for going for it. The pink Sylph Wings and the new Kingfisher Intern. Those will be two new items I'm pretty excited to test out and see how they perform and if they have anything new going for them. But I'll keep you guys posted when I can. Module 26 seems like a pretty filled module. Entire new zone, hunt system, masterwork gear, different gear here and there you can get through the zone as well. Then a new dungeon, plenty of things you can get from there too. Yeah, there's a lot going on, along with colliding with events and giveaways of free items, so on and so forth. With that, special thank you to all these channel members for their added support, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.
Greetings, summoners. With the coming of Raid's 4th anniversary, we remember the prophecy of the Chosen Four. Every 4 years,
that if you apply these 4 tips and these tactics, you are going to get more done with less stress and ultimately have greater peace of mind and be able to stay consistent on YouTube. Because I want to encourage you, it is possible. And that's maybe the first big belief. This is possible. It's not going to be easy, but it is possible. And here's how we're going to do it. Number 1, define your priorities. The first step, and this is actually kind of an interactive episode that's maybe worth, of course, if you're driving, you can just kind of listen and think about it. But if you have a chance to even open up a note-taking app on your phone or pull out a piece of paper, really engaging with this content can help you get some better results. Because what are your priorities? What are your priorities, and what are your core responsibilities? The first thing to probably write down is not only just what you wish your priorities
more than
were,
a piece of
but
cloth.
if you're a parent,
It represents
keeping those
hope
guys
to
alive
every
is
member
probably
of
one
this
of the
company.
core
By recovering
responsibilities.
it, you've
You
helped...
can't miss that. If you know what your expenses are monthly, not what you're inflated, overspending, spending more than you make expenses, but what your core expenses are, you're like, at this point, I gotta stick with this job because my job is solid, so I can do not lose that job. Do not lose with spouse. Do not lose, like, who's